Good morning, kiddos. Welcome to this week's Sunday school video. So this week it's going to be a little bit different, and we don't actually have an opening session video, so we're not going to get to sing any songs this week, which kind of isn't fun. But we get to jump straight into this week's lesson, and this week's lesson is going to be a super fun game. So get ready, okay, kiddos? Good morning, kiddos. How are you guys all doing today? You're doing good. Awesome. I don't know if you guys remember this, but last week we had that super fun parade where you guys all drove by and you saw all your servants. Did you guys have fun? Let me hear. I want to hear you say you guys had fun. That's awesome. That's always what I love to hear. That my favorite Sunday school kids had fun. So, what we're going to start doing now is we finished all of the Mahragan book. We learned everything. So everybody give yourself a high five. Woo! Try and give me one through the screen. All right. So now that we're done, we have to practice everything. We have to see what we remember. So this week, we're going to be playing a fun little game called Jeopardy. Does anybody know what that game is? No. Well, it's pretty much a game where there's a question, and if you get the question right, you get points. That sounds cool, right? It does. So we're going to be playing a game of Jeopardy to see what we remember about the first two lessons. So our first two lessons that we did in the Mahragan book, the first one was about the Orban and about the church. So we're going to have some questions that are about the Orban and the altar. The second lesson that we did in the Mahragan book was about Jesus being the good shepherd. So we're going to have some questions about Jesus being the good shepherd. Does that sound like a plan, everybody? It does. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is we have to pick a character for us to be in the game. Okay, so from what I see here, we have a pineapple, an orange, a banana, a lemon, an onion, and a watermelon. So we've got 6 of them, and we need to pick one. There are also some more. This is going to be hard to pick. I think what I'm going to pick is I'm going to pick the baby elephant because it looks super cute. So let's get started, all right? So now what we're going to do is we have to pick a question and we have to answer it. So I'm going to start with the first question here. I'm going to start with the Urbana for 100 points. So if we get this question right, we're going to get 100 points, okay? Yeah? You guys ready? All right. So the Urbana is something bread. What type of bread do you think it is? Do you think it's sweet bread? Is it sweet? No. Maybe it's brown bread. Is it brown? No, it's not really brown. You know what? I think I know what it is. I think it's holy bread. Let's see. Is it holy bread? It is! Up top, everybody. High fives, high fives. Okay. We got that right. We got our first question right, and we have 100 points. All right, boys and girls, let's move on to the next question. Okay, so now we're going to go for a question that's for 200 points. Okay, so this question is saying, what is the Urbana made out of? Flour, rice, or cake? Let's think. You guys made some Urbana earlier. You mean all the way at the beginning when we first started our Sunday school online. You guys made Urbana. Was it made out of flour or did you guys use rice? Or was it cake? It was flour. Let's see if you guys were right. Let's see. Did we get the right answer? We did! It was flour! Okay, guys, right now we have 300 points. That's a lot of points. Let's see if we can get some more. Okay, so now, here comes another question. The Urbana has one big cross in the middle. Do you guys know? We have an Urbana, right? And it has one big cross in the middle. And then it has some tinier, smaller crosses around it. How many are there? Are there 17? Are there 12? Or are there 4? Let's think about this one, boys and girls. 17, it doesn't seem like a special number. It's just a number. But 12, I think I remember the number 12. I think that Jesus had 12 disciples. So maybe it's the number 12. Let's see. What about the number 4? Do you think the number 4 is important? I don't know. I don't think the number 4 is important. I think the only one that was important was the number 12. So I think that there are 12 small crosses. What do you guys think? You agree with me? Okay, good. Let's see if we were right. Was it 12 small crosses? It was. Look at you guys being little geniuses. I love it. Okay, let's see. What's our next question? For 400 points about the Urbana. Okay, here's what it says. What do the 5 holes in the bread represent? So what do the 5 holes in the Urbana mean? Are they how many fingers we have? Because we have 5 fingers on one hand, right? Is that what the holes mean? I don't know. I don't think so. The next one says how tall Jesus was. Was Jesus 5 tall? I don't think that's a real thing. So I don't think it's that one either. But the letter C says Jesus' wounds. That the 5 holes in the bread talk about Jesus' wounds. Let's think. What did Jesus have when he was on the cross? He had a nail in one hand and a nail in the other hand. So that's 2. He also had nails in his feet. So that's another one there. And, that's 2 because he has 2 feet, right? And then he had a piercing in his side because they poked him to make sure that he had died. So that's 5. I think it might be Jesus' wounds. What do you guys think? You think so? I think so too. I'm not so sure, but hopefully we're right, okay? Let's see. Are we right? We are. Aren't we super smart? Okay, let's go on to the next question. The Urbana is in the shape of a circle because, let's see. A, because God is eternal. Do you guys know what eternal means? You don't? Okay, let me tell you. So eternal means that God doesn't have a beginning and he doesn't have an end. It means that God was here before the world was and he'll be here after the world was, which means he is eternal. He is going to be here forever and ever and ever and ever. Amen. He's never going anywhere. B says it's easy to make circles. What do you think it is? Do you think that the Urbana is a circle because it's easy to make a circle, or because God is eternal and doesn't have a beginning or an end? You guys think it's because it's easy to make a circle? I don't think so. I think this one might be A. I think it's that God is eternal. Let's see. Let's see which one was right. It's that God was eternal. Anybody who said that this was the right answer? Up top. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on. Now we are all done our section about the Urbana, and we got 1,500 points, boys and girls. That is so many points. I don't know anyone who gets that many points. So good on you. So now let's move on to questions about the altar. First question. The altar is the most blank place in the church. So here's what we can put in the blank. The altar is the most important place in the church, or the altar is the most not important place in the church. What do you think? Is the altar important or not important? Important? I think that's the right answer. Let's see what the game tells us. It is the most important place in the church. That's right. We're doing good, boys and girls. Let's move on. 200-point question. When we are praying, should we be running around and being super loud, or should we stand quietly and pray? Do you guys know the answer for this one? I want you to tell me the answer. I'm not going to say anything. Let's hear it. Yes, we should be quiet and stand up and pray. Good. Let's see if the game agrees with us. The game says we should be quiet and stand up nicely. Awesome. Look at us. We're on a roll. Okay. Our next question here says, what type of oil do we put on the altar to make it holy? Because the priest comes and he prays on the altar. Is it A, coconut oil? I don't know. I don't think it's coconut oil. Why would we put coconut oil on the altar? How is that holy? Or B, olive oil? I still don't think it's olive oil. Or C, maroon oil or holy oil. Which one do you think it is? Out of all these, which one do you think we would put on the altar to make it holy? Tell me. 1, 2, 3. Yes, maroon oil, holy oil. Let's see if the game agrees with us. Oh. It does. It is maroon oil. Good, good, good. Now, on to the next question. It says true or false. When we go up to the altar, we should take off our shoes. So, if you think that this is right, we're going to say true. If we think it's wrong, we're going to say false. So, when we go up to the altar so you can pray, do we take off our shoes or do we keep on our shoes? We take off our shoes, yes. So, what this thing is saying is true. Let's check if it's true. It is! This game knows what it's talking about. Someone really smart must have made it. Okay, on to the last question about the altar. It says the altar can be made of either blank or blank. Let's see the options we have. So the altar can either be made out of wood or stone. I think that one might be a good answer. Or it can be made out of Lego or blocks. Have you guys ever seen an altar made out of Lego? When you guys go into the church and you look at the altar where Abuna is praying, is it made out of Lego? It's not. I don't think it's that one. And then it says it could also be made out of sticks and mud. Have you guys ever seen it made out of sticks and mud? I don't think so. I think the only one that makes sense is that the altar can either be made out of wood or stone. But let's think, boys and girls. Why would it be made out of wood or stone? I think I have an idea. If we remember all the way back to when we were celebrating Easter, when Jesus died on the cross, he was on a cross, and crosses are made out of wood. So that might be why the altar could be made out of wood. And what about stone? I know. When Jesus was in the tomb was made out of stone. So those are two really good options for what the altar could be made out of. I think we should risk it. We should say that the altar could be either made out of wood or stone. Let's see. We were right! Woo! Awesome job, guys. We are now at 3,000 points. Like, mind blown. So now that we're all done with our questions about the altar and the Orban, we are going to talk about the Good Shepherd. I did this lesson with you guys like 4 weeks ago, a long time, even before I was in the woods. So let's see how much we remember. First question. Does a good shepherd want his sheep to get hurt or stay safe? Let's think. A good shepherd. So he's good. Does he want his sheep to be safe or hurt? What do you guys think? Safe? I think that might be the right answer. Let's check. Ding, 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 ding. We were right. Let's move on. Next question, boys and girls. The shepherd knows the sheep by. How do you think the shepherd knows the sheep? By number? I don't think so. Because imagine your shepherd standing there and he's like, hey, sheep number 1. I don't think any of the sheeps would know. Or B, by name. Like, for example, hi there, Mr. Sheep. No, that's not a good sheep name. For example, hi there, Bob the sheep. I think the shepherd would do a better job of remembering the sheep like that. Or C, by size. I don't know. I don't think that one would work because you can't be like, hey, look, that's the sheep that's tiny. Oh, look, there's the sheep that's super big. I don't think it would work. I think the only one that would work is to know the sheep by name. Do you agree with me? You do? Let's see. Were we right? We were. The shepherd knows his sheep by name. And I don't know if you guys remember when we talked about, but who is the good shepherd? This one's a really hard one. It's not on this. So you guys have to do this. Who was the good shepherd? On the count of 3, I want you all to tell me, okay? 1, 2, 3, yell it loud. Yes, Jesus is our good shepherd, and we are like his sheep. So everything that we're talking about right now about sheep and the shepherd, remember that the shepherd is Jesus and the sheep is us, okay? Do you guys remember when we had our little cotton balls and we talked about the wolf and the robber? Yeah, you do? That was my lesson when we talked about this. So let's see the next question. Oh, the question's not working. Oh, there it is. The good shepherd does not feed the sheep, give them water, and keep them safe. Something seems fishy about this. This thing is saying that the good shepherd, Jesus, doesn't give the sheep water or food or keep them safe. Do you think that's true? I don't think it's true, because we were just talking about how the good shepherd wants to keep us safe. But this is saying that he doesn't. Do you think it's wrong? You think it's wrong? Good. Let's tell him. You are wrong, Mr. Question. The question agrees with us. The good shepherd, Jesus, will take care of us. He'll make sure that we have everything that we need. Our food, our water, he'll keep us safe, everything. Because Jesus, he loves us and he wants to protect us. Okay, on to our final question. Okay, we have 3,800 points right now. If we get this question right, we will have 4,300 points. So we gotta do this, okay, boys and girls? You ready? Let's put our game faces on. Okay. Like the shepherd, Jesus knows his sheep by name, and his children obey his commandments. So the question is asking us, is this right or is it wrong? Let's think about it. Jesus is our shepherd, okay? Does Jesus know my name? And does Jesus know your name? He does? You're right. So that means that the first part of this sentence is true, because Jesus, our shepherd, knows his sheep, who's us, by our names. He knows that my name is Maria, and he knows every single one of your names. All of us. He knows everybody's name. And let's see the next part of the sentence. It says, and his children obey his commandments. Let's think. Do we listen to what Jesus tells us to do? Or at least do we try to listen? I know I do. Like Jesus tells us to love everybody. And I try so hard to love everybody around me. And it's hard sometimes, but I try. And I try by sharing. And even when I don't want to share, I really try. Like I say, okay, I don't like this, but I'm going to do it. Do you guys feel like you try really hard to listen to Jesus? You do. So I think that what this question is saying is right. Because it is saying, like the shepherd, Jesus knows his sheep, which is us, by our names, and we obey his commandments. Let's see, were we right? Are we going to get all 500 points? We were. Look at that, boys and girls. We did everything right, and our team, the baby elephant team, is the winner! Awesome job, boys and girls. So this is it for this week. We reviewed all of lesson 1 and 2 in our Mahragan books, and we talked about the Urbana and the altar and Jesus being the good shepherd. So hopefully we'll see you all next week. We come and we pick up where we left off and learn about the next 2 lessons. Sound like a plan, everybody? Okay. Bye-bye, friends. All right, boys and girls, you guys crushed that Jeopardy game. Like, woo! I'm impressed. That was a lot of points you guys collected. So now that we're done with our lesson, we are going to move on to our COPTIC.
We're going to ask the boy, what is your name?
Pekron. Peron. Nina.
And if you want to ask a girl what you're gonna do, what you're gonna do is a couple. Away, good job. And then, can you read the question now? Oh, you're going to take Mina out, okay? And can you spell Maria, please?
Okay. May Alpha Rho Yota Alpha.
Good job.
The answer is the same.
The answer is the same for boys and girls.
Ash. Ash. Run.
You're asking a boy or a girl? Asking a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Okay, the answer is?
The answer is.
Can you read the answer?
Maria.
See, the answer is the same paran for boys and girls. Well, Mina.
Nay, Eta. Nay, Alpha.
Oh, good job. How to spell Maria? How you spell Maria?
Nay, Alpha, Rho. Yota and Alpha.
All right, boys and girls. So, us servants, we've been seeing how well you guys have been doing with your Coptic. So we thought we would challenge you some more. And this week, we're going to start learning some hymns. All right? So we're just going to go to do our hymns now with Evanob. All right? Get ready, okay?
Hey guys, so today we're going through the first hymn from Mahragan. If you guys don't know what hymns are really, really beautiful songs that we sing all the time in liturgy that praise God and have very, very nice meaning. So today we're going through a hymn that we say right before the deacon reads the first reading, okay, which is St. Paul's reading, the Pauline. So I'm going to say it once first in Coptic, and you guys we're going to go through it with me afterwards, okay? Ten oshtem mokom bechristos nem bekioten agathos nem pi epnevma ethoeb je acton kaxoti emon naina on. Okay, so you guys know what that hymn means? In English, it means that we worship you, O Christ, with your good Father and the Holy Spirit. So we're saying we're worshiping the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, for you have come and saved us, okay? So I'm going to go through the first part, and I want you guys to say it right after me, okay? I want to hear you guys loud and clearly, okay? So here's the first part. Ten ost emok.
Ten oshtemok.
I can't hear you guys. You need to go louder. Ten ost emok.
Ten oshtemok.
Okay, next part. Obe Christos nem. Now you guys.
Obe Christos nem.
Louder. Obe Christos nem.
Obe Christos nem.
Now say them both together. Ten oshtemok obe Christos nem.
Ten oshtemok. Obe Christos nem.
Pekioten agathos. Pekiot.
Nem
Yeah.
nem fekioten agathos.
Yeah. One more time, just in case anyone got confused. Okay, so right after nem, we say nem pekiot and agathos, okay?
Nem fekioten agathos.
Yeah, so say it all together from the beginning. Ten oshtemok obe Christos nem pekioten agathos. Okay? Now say after me. Nem pi epnevma.
Nem pi epnevma.
Yeah, so nem pi epnevma. Nem pi epnevma. One more time.
Nem pi epnevma.
Ithoweb.
Ithoweb.
So say those two pieces together. Nem pi ipnivma ithoweb.
Nim pi ibnivma ithoweb.
One more time, but louder. I can't hear you guys. Nem pi ipnivma ithoweb.
Nim pi ibnivma ithoweb.
Je akton kaksoti.
Je akton kaksoti.
Again. Je akton kaksoti.
Je akton kaksoti.
Emon nainan.
Emon nainan.
So let's say those last two parts together. Quick, one more time. Je akton kaksoti emon naina an. So that end, the end word, the non, it gets longer. We say it in several pieces. Na an. Okay. So let's say it all from the beginning together, okay? We're gonna say 2 times from the beginning, okay? All together, nice and loud. Ten oshtem moko becherestos nem pekioten agathos nem pi epnevma ethoweb je akton kaksoti emon nainan an. Okay, one more time, nice and loud, all together, praising God, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Ten oshtem moko becherestos nem pekioten agathos nem pi epnevma ethoweb je akton kaksoti emon nainan an. Wonderful job, everyone. You guys did so great. So we'll see you guys next week for the next part, the second Mahragan hymn. And you guys keep practicing it, because practice makes perfect, okay? And see you. Bye.
Man, I can hear you guys from my home. Yo, crushed it. 10 out of 10. Loved it. So now that we're all done our hymns and our COPTIC, we are going to do one last thing before we go to our craft. We are going to sing our New Testament song. Because remember, we're trying to learn all the books of the New Testament together, right? If you're ready to do it, I want to hear you say, yeah. All right, 1, 2, 3. Come on, guys. That was weak. I need to hear you strong, super loud, okay? 1, 2, 3. All right, all right, all right. Let's get to that song.
Corinthians, Galatians, and Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, and now it's 1st Timothy, then it's 2nd Timothy, Titus and Philemon, and Hebrews, James, and now it's 1st Peter, and then it's 2nd Peter, 1st John, 2nd John, 3rd John, Jude, Revelation. These are the books of the Bible, the wonderful books of the Bible. These are the books of the Bible, the wonderful books. It's a letter from God that sets everyone free, a gift for you, for me. These are the books of the Bible, the wonderful books of the Bible. Whoa, 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 whoa. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, and Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians.
Okay, boys and girls, now that we're all done listening to our New Testament song, we are going to move on to the best part of Sunday school. It's time to do our craft. It's time to do our craft. Okay, you ready? Yes, if you're ready, give me a thumbs up. I like those thumbs. Let's get to it. Hey guys, so today we are going to be doing such a cool craft, and what we're going to need is this picture, because what we're going to do is we're going to make a church in an envelope. It sounds really hard at first, but trust me, it's going to be so easy. So the first thing we're going to do, like we usually do, is we're going to go color this picture, and then I'm going to go color mine and then come back and show you, and then I want to see yours too once you're done coloring. So pause this video and come back as soon as you're ready, okay? Can I see a thumbs up? Awesome, see you soon. Alrighty y'all, so I just finished coloring mine, and this is what it looks like. Can I see what yours looks like? Whoa, yours looks awesome. I love it so much. So now we are going to move on to the next step, which is cutting our picture. And this is the part where you can ask your parents for help with if you need help cutting. So we're going to take our scissors and we are going to cut around these lines. So I'm going to do mine and show you what it looks like. So I'll cut it and then come back and show you. Also, before I go, make sure you cut around the dotted lines, so these lines, and not the straight lines. So cut these ones, but not these ones. So I'll cut it and show you. Alrighty, so I just finished cutting out my picture, and this is what it looks like. So remember what this was. This was a church in an envelope. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the sides and we're going to fold them over like this. So we'll start with this side, and we're going to fold it over, and then we're going to go over it to make sure it's tight. And then we're going to do the same thing with the other side. We're going to fold it over, and then we're going to go over it to make sure that it's also tight. And then we're going to hold it down, and then we're going to take the top part, and we're going to fold it over like this, and now we're going to hold all of them together. And the last piece is we're going to take this, and we're going to fold it over. So now what you can do, now that it's in an envelope, is you can draw a door at the front, and you can put windows so that it looks like the front of the church, and then once you open the envelope, you can see the inside of the church. Isn't that so cool? Can I see what yours looks like now? Whoa, that looks so cool. I love it. You could also draw people inside. You could draw the communion. You could do anything that you want. I want to see you get so creative with this. But this is all for today's craft. I hope you guys had so much fun, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye!